Hello, good day, and welcome to this session on inventory management system. By the end of this session, you should be able to define inventory management systems, identify the components of inventory management system, and explain the challenges of inventory management system. So when we talk about inventory management system, or when we talk about a system consists of interrelated parts that function together to achieve a purpose. So when we attach inventory management to a system, it means that it is an interplay of a lot of things that come together to help organizations to manage their inventory in a given warehouse or in a given supply chain. So as the definition implies, inventory management system is a combination of technology which include hardware and software, as well as processes and procedures which oversee the monitoring and maintenance of stocked products, whether the products are a company's assets, raw materials and supplies, or finished products that are ready to be sent to vendors or end customers. So as we have established about systems, the same applies to inventory management systems such that it comprises technology, hardware and software technology, as well as organizational procedures and processes which helps the organization to monitor as well as maintain their inventory in their supply chain so as to reap the benefits of inventory management outcomes. Typically, inventory management system comprises hardware aspects, the software aspects, the processes and policies, as well as the personnel who manage the inventory management systems. We would take a look at each of them individually in subsequent sessions. So the hardware parts of an inventory management system are the physical aspects which enable inventory management, and they include the tools for barcode labels or the tools for barcode reading, which helps organization to monitor the goods as they move from one point in the supply chain to the other. So they are basically hardware tools are basically the physical aspects of inventory management systems, which enables goods to be managed efficiently and effectively in a typical inventory management process. Then the software tools are the ones that are obviously not physical, and they help the organization to manage inventory. So they provide storage mechanisms, they provide a reference for inventory, and then it helps organizations to analyze data, generate reports, forecast future demand, and more. So you can say that the software tools are usually housed in the most of the hardware tools. So you can say a hardware tool could be a computer or a monitor, but the software tool could be the program that is housed in the computer that enables inventory management. So the computers are used to create inventory management systems or enterprise resource planning that helps organizations to manage their inventory levels or monitor their inventory levels in a warehouse. Then the policies and procedures, or the processes and policies, they are the mechanisms that organizations put in place that are also used to support inventory management in a given warehouse. They include the inventory management techniques or inventory management policies that organizations establish in their warehouse to manage their inventory. So, for instance, just in time inventory management policy. In this instance, it means if an organization adopts the just in time policy, it means that there is little or no storage in the warehouse. The organization orders or requests for goods as and when they are required to be converted into finished products or to be manufactured or to be converted. Then the ABC analysis is also another policy or technique that helps in storage or management of inventory, typically in a warehouse, in the sense that it helps organizations to prioritize based on a, a criteria, assuming A refers to fast moving goods, B refers to medium moving goods, and C refers to slow moving goods. ABC analysis helps organizations to manage their warehouse, especially and reduces walk-in time so that fast-moving goods are stored at a given point that is closest to the entrance of a warehouse, and medium moving goods are stored in the middle, as well as slow moving goods are stored farther away so that the warehousing officer does not spend a lot of time moving around the warehouse just to look for a particular product. That is one criteria for using ABC analysis in the warehouse. Then the first in, first out, they are inventory management techniques that enables first initially stored goods to be retrieved for usage, other than the last stored goods to be retrieved for usage. Stock review could be inventory stock count, and taking stock or taking records of stock that or inventory that has been kept in the warehouse, or any other method or policy that the organization may deem fit. Then the personnel the personnel are the people who are trained to follow the policies and processes, or they are the people who are trained to manage the hardware and software aspects of any inventory management system. So the personnel could be seen or could be described as managing all the other aspects of the inventory management system. So the benefits of inventory management systems: when you have the proper personnel in place, properly trained personnel, when you have the hardware, when you have the software, you have a viable inventory management policy and process, you are going to reap some of these benefits, which include improved cash flow, better reporting and forecasting capabilities, especially and facilitated by the software aspect, reduction in storage costs or overhead, and could be also guided by the given process or policy that the organization adopts, typically a just-in-time process, reduced labor costs, reduction in dead stock or redundant stock. So this could also be seen in adoption of the ABC analysis especially. Then better organization, enhanced transparency, then improve supplier and vendor partnerships. These are all benefits that organizations can enjoy when they have inventory management systems in place. However, there are challenges that are associated with inventory management in a typical organization, and they include the manual documentation. So when you don't have the better or the optimal level of acceptable inventory management system, so if you don't invest in, let's say, the hardware and software aspects, and you decide to adopt manual documentation, you decide to adopt manual systems, it's going to create a lot of problems, because it creates loopholes for people to manipulate and use to their own benefits. And another challenge is that usually there is inconsistent storage layout and processes. So standardization of layout, standardization of organizational processes can be done using the software and hardware aspects. And if you fail to do so, you realize that the inconsistencies will lead to delays in retrieval as well as storage of inventory in a typical warehouse. And these are some of the challenges that inventory management faces.